Working on getting the front office organized, which I appreciate because all that stuff was sitting out there. So let's give her another big hand because obviously our customers see that. Thank you, Elva. All right. We could not, just so everybody knows, so there is a sign up on the south end of the parking lot where the blue stripe is on the west side of the parking lot, okay? We could not put one on the east side yet because there was flags and there was buried cable, so Marty did not want to, do something damage or anything. So what we're looking at is possibly putting a sign on the building with an arrow and just putting it on top of the building, okay? So we're trying to figure that out, and we're going to call Julie and see if we can put the sign there, okay? But the sign is on the other side, so we should have a better idea where we're at. We have a Kaizen today at 9, so if you're signed up for that, please make sure you're there, and make sure you sign up for the eDart Kaizen if you can, okay? So we need some people signed up for that, okay? We had an improvement. All right, so if everyone's gone back by where we had the hoses and everything, and you see the top before pictures, we were just throwing everything around, didn't matter what size fittings or anything else, and it was just a complete mess of hydraulic hoses. So Jose, where's Jose? Where you at? Raise your hand. I didn't have a picture of you, so I couldn't put a picture up. So Jose went through and organized it all and came up with a list, and obviously, and having a list of people who are responsible for those days. It's the same reason why we respect everybody when we do the bathrooms, right? For humility and also respect for others, because we're going to have to clean it. So we want to keep it clean. It's not somebody to clean up after other people. We should be keeping it clean for the next person. So he's going to have a list, so we'll have people responsible. We'll inspect what we expect and make sure that is the worst it's going to look. It'll never look worse than that. It'll only get better every time we organize it and make improvements. Let's give Jose a big hand. It really helped everybody out with that. So, nice job. Thanks, Jose. And I need to get your picture. All right, again, when you guys do an improvement, I know there's improvements being done every day. Please take a before picture. It really helps. It really helps out. And actually, we submit them to FastCap and pass that on to make sure that they see what's going on. So it's really important we do before and after pictures, okay? All right, so we were talking about MRP systems, which are very simple in concept, therefore became exceedingly complex in practice. In the bicycle industry, every firm's MRP system was supplemented by a backup system for expediters moving through the production system to move parts in urgent shortage downstream to the head of the queue in every department and in every machine. Their efforts, while essential to avoiding cancellations or large penalties on overdue orders, played havoc on the internal logistics of the MRP system, often causing it to generate absurd orders, and with inventory accuracy as well. In the end, most MRP applications were better than manual systems, but they operated day-to-day at the level of performance far below what was theoretically possible and what had been widely expected when MRP was first introduced. Just in time, an innovation pioneered at Toyota in the 1950s and first embraced by Western firms in the early 1980s was designed to deal with many of these problems. This technique was envisioned by Tachichi Ono as a method of facilitating smooth flow, but just-in-time can only work effectively if machine changeovers are dramatically slashed so that upstream manufacturing operations produce tiny amounts of each part and then produce another tiny amount as soon as that amount is already produced. If that amount already produced is summoned by the next process downstream. Just-in-time is also helpless unless downstream production steps practice level scheduling. Hijunka, to smooth out the issues in day-to-day order flow unrelated to actual customer demand. Otherwise, bottlenecks will quickly emerge upstream and buffer safety stocks will be introduced everywhere to prevent them, all right? So we got to know how we got to, we got to smooth it out. We know that, right? It'd be a lot easier to know that today we're going to change a mold over, then we're going to change it over next Monday, and then we're going to change it over Tuesday from that, and have a plan so because we can level load and understand forecasting. We are trying to get more forecasts, so we're trying to do a better job. And like we talked about white, and in the white value stream, we're going to be trying to get things more level loaded for Filtran orders and everything else, so we don't have stockpiles of parts, right? We want to level load. When they pull, we want to replace, and that's what we're trying to work towards. Okay.
Broad definition.